ANAVI Macro Pad 2 is an open source programmable 2-key mechanical keypad with backlighting. In this video, you will learn the exact steps how to assemble ANAVI Macro Pad 2 developer kit, which requires no soldering and you can assemble it with your bare hands. However, having a screwdriver might be useful. Step number 1. Peel off the protective films from both sides of the two laser-cut transparent acrylic parts. The removal of the protective films is quite annoying, but once you get rid of them, the acrylic enclosure will be crystal clear and fully transparent. Step number 2. Assemble the top acrylic enclosure. Start with the top acrylic enclosure. Please note it is not symmetric and make sure the position is correct according to the place of the C1 capacitor. The kit includes M2.5 screws, nuts and washers. Although you can assemble them with your bare hands, a screwdriver will be very handy. Use the two longer screws for the two mounting holes near the micro USB connector. Step number 3. Assemble the bottom acrylic enclosure. Use 6 nuts and 3 washers to attach the bottom acrylic enclosure to the printed circuit board. Use the shorter screw for the mounting hole between the two mechanical switches, as it should hold only the bottom acrylic enclosure. The 3 washers should go between the bottom acrylic enclosure and the last 3 nuts. Step number 4. Add protective pads. Stick the silicone protective pads to the bottom. There are 8 pads. Add 2 of them on top of each other to the 4 corners of the bottom acrylic enclosure. Step number 5 is optional. Each kit includes a set of stickers. Feel free to add them to the translucent keycaps. You can do it with your bare hands or eventually with the help of tweezers. Step number 6. Add keycaps. Place the translucent keycaps on the 2 mechanical switches of ANAVI Macro Pad 2. You can easily do this with your bare hands. It takes just a few seconds. Finally, turn on ANAVI Macro Pad 2. Gently plug the USB to micro USB cable and connect ANAVI Macro Pad 2 to a personal computer. Please be careful with the micro USB connector because a harsh bending of the USB cable may damage it. ANAVI Macro Pad 2 is an entirely open source project that relies on the popular QMK firmware, the micronucleus bootloader and VUSB for open source software-only implementation of low-speed USB device for Atmos AVR microcontrollers. There is a 5-second boot delay during which Microchip ATtiny85 microcontroller on ANAVI Macro Pad 2 can be reprogrammed. Thank you for supporting this entirely open source project. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for new videos.